you have, been successful as a producer, getting placements with major artists, and now you're making a living. And I'm asking you what you did with the money because I know so many producers over the years that has made a lot of money, and they don't have that money anymore because the business has changed so much.
Right.
And I can tell stories about guys I know from the '90s, even the early 2000s, and they was making $50,000 a track, whatever, 100,000 a track, and they didn't make smart business moves outside because they thought that was going to keep going.
Right.
What is your motivation in terms of like, all right, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I got this potion, and I'm still passionate about music, but how am I going to be able to sustain this, going to the next level, sustain this money,
right?
You know what I mean? So that you can continue making music comfortably.
Absolutely.
At the same time, pivoting with your life.
So for me, man, I saw the pivot in music, right? So what I saw was that the song has always been important, but that became the only thing that was important, if that makes sense. Meaning the labels feel like they can get a beat from anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like the producers are recyclable, but all we care about is the song. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you would think I've done all these records and I should get certain calls back, and I don't. You know what I mean? And so what I saw was like, yo, I can't rely on this. If I got a dope record, it's gonna cut through. At the same time, I can't rely on people to call me because of what I've been able to accomplish. You know what I mean? So it was that. And then it was when I did my first publishing deal, I ran through like a lot of bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Chris, I'm taking women out on dates.
Yeah. Living it up.
You know what I mean? Because we don't have that financial literacy and teaching to understand when you get some money what to do with it.
That's right.
I saw how much money I spent, man, and by the grace of God, I was still okay.
Sure.
But I'm like, yo, I don't never, like, I did all this, I don't have nothing to show for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, my credit's still messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is stupid. So, those two things, as far as, like, going through both of those, like, I'm like, I never want to be in a position to where I have to wait on anybody or I have to, you know what I'm saying?
When you're relying
strictly on
please get this record placed, please do this so I can make this.
At all. Or fulfilling my, you know what I mean, my publishing because I do music because I love it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to feel like I gotta, you know what I mean?
For me, it's work.
Yeah.
I was always looking at ways to sustain making money outside of the music money.
Absolutely.
That can help me. So what are some of the things you have done to do that?
Yeah, man. So my first investment, so, you know, like you said, man, I used my music capital to just, like you said, never have to rely on it. And I think we have, because we love it so much, we're so engulfed in it.
Yeah.
And we don't even realize how much some of this stuff don't even make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like streaming is like a lot of this stuff really don't make sense, but because we love it so much, we just in it. And I'm like, I gotta get out of that. So first thing I did was I invested in gold. And so I linked up with my business manager now, shout out to Horace. He's completely just changed my life. You know, he saw what I was doing, what I was trying to do, and he was just like, yo, let's build your financial portfolio step by step. And so I invested in gold, and what I did was I invested in the machinery that it takes to mine the gold. And from that, it was like a 1.5 year investment, and I got my return, and I got the interest, you know what I mean, back from the money I invested, and then I kept a portion in the company as well.
Sure.
He has a great relationship with the company, so they allowed me in.
Nice.
And that company is evaluated at like $50 million something dollars. Wow. So it's like not money I'm gonna see right this second, but over time,
dividends can produce dividends.
Absolutely. So that was that. I did a couple like real estate flips, whatever. They didn't really work out as well, but it got me interested into doing it. So I left that alone at that time, and then what did I do next? Oh, next was that next? well, the restaurant was next.
Nice.
So now I own a restaurant called Spice House Buckhead.
Awesome.
It's in Buckhead, in Atlanta.
Awesome. That's premium. You're in Buckhead.
Yeah. It's an
Okay.
amazing location, man.
Yeah.
Again, my business manager introduced me to my business partner, LJ. LJ actually owns all the Spice Houses. So there's a Spice House in Midtown, there's a Spice House in Panola, there's another Spice House in Cascade.
Awesome.
And we met while he was Midtown was his location he opened up before we did Buckhead. So I went to Midtown, met him, had dinner, did the tasting. We just really vibed and kicked it. Next thing I know, I'm getting a call like, "Hey, LJ wants you to be a partner in the."
Wow.
Literally, I don't have no. I'm a producer, like I'm
That's
try,
right.
you know what I mean,
Yeah,
like. And so he called me like, "Yo, how you feel about it?" I'm like, he's like, "I think this would be a great way for you to begin to expand." You know what I mean? And so, no question, I'm like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
So how long has that been?
So we've been open 2 years now.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, 2 years now. We're doing amazing. Like it's really been an imprint in the city.
Sure.
Had everybody in there, man. So it's like it's
Man,
got
congratulations on
I
that.
appreciate it, bro.
That's
I
fantastic.
appreciate it, man. And then next I did an investment in some land in Lithonia. It's 14 acres.
Nice.
And we bought the land to do a development there. Now we've had some bumps in the road. We might just sell.
Okay.
Like
And
do the lots.
Mm-hmm.
And then sell the lot, sell the lots.
That's still gonna be a win.
Absolutely. Because we've done, it's gonna be a win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's a win.
that was that, and then now, man, it's just crazy, bro. Because I stepped out and because I got into the restaurant and real estate, I just started meeting so many different people, and so it's like, okay, you got a restaurant and you have the catalog and producer and Grammy, all that.
Yep.
I've been able to meet so many different type of people, and I met my guy Cassius, shout out to Cassius, who's a developer, black man,
Awesome.
super successful, doing amazing. One of my friends introduced me to him. Comes by the restaurant, we building, chopping it up, and he was like, "Yo, I got a bunch of projects, man. Like, let me know if you want to come in." Like, just that easy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm so used to the music industry because we got so many gatekeepers who like control and be like, "Oh no, that's not good enough," or "No, you can't come in here," or whatever the case is. A lot of stuff I had to go through.
Yeah.
And I'm in this field or whatever, and they like, "Yo, let's go." You know what I mean? So I met him, man. He told me about a couple things, but the one that piqued my interest is this West Midtown project, and we are developing a high rise
Fantastic.
on the Beltline in
Nice.
Midtown.
Nice. So you're already in the process of this?
We're already in the process of it. Everything's been approved. Like, yeah.
I
So
love that.
I posted it on Instagram. I think a lot of people think I own it, but it's like we're developing it and we're selling it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's a great investment, a lot of money back on our return.
Absolutely.
And I'm just using this to go to the next one.
Man, that's fantastic.
Can we talk?